Make no mistake about it. This was the Biden administration putting a target on the heads of these students because remember, Congress, they passed this bill saying condemning anti-Semitism, putting a mark on people who quote unquote are anti-Semites because they criticize the state of Israel. Here's Biden and their administration being asked about the protests and essentially reaffirming the fact that these protests are anti-Semitic, which justifies in their mind the police crackdown. So when you see these footage of the police state in the modern fascism that we live in right now, that's why we had to call it Biden's fascism. So let me play the video and you see what I'm talking about.
What is the administration's response specifically to the use of police force in some of these college campus protests? We saw this at Indiana University, Ohio State, and UT Austin.
Yeah, so again, I'm going to be really repetitive here. Americans have the right to peacefully protest within the law. That is really important here. Anti-Semitism is dangerous.
You see how they immediately about to tie. I'll let it finish, but you see how they immediately about to tie. She's like, oh, we all believe in peaceful protests, but if you protest Israel, they inherently make you anti-Semitic.
No, we've seen the videos that have pretty much gone viral out there, and I can't speak to that. We may have more to say about those videos once we look into that. We'd have to look into them. Just don't have anything to share beyond that. But it is important. It is important for Americans to have the right to peacefully protest. We understand this is within the law, and we understand this is a difficult time, and we're going to call out any type of hateful rhetoric.
And so does the administration think the police force, the police presence we've seen so far is acceptable?
Well, as far as police presence, that's up to the colleges and the universities. That's for them to decide. And we have to be able to allow Americans within law. That is important. I can't comment on every case. I can't comment on everything that we're seeing out there. What I can speak to is more broadly and what we want to see and what we've called out.
And then you had the police that then proceeded to beat the shit and brutally arrest hundreds of students because the Biden administration said the guideline that they're anti-Semitic. So now, CJ, facing after last night, you have all these liberals that are being radicalized in real time. Guess what the Biden administration is doing? They are canceling their press briefing after what happened last night. Last night was so crazy. They're like, bro, we can't face the heat. After this, bro, we need a day. We need a few days to come out. We just said if we had a ready to protest, and then we send the police get out there and fuck them up, nigga. We can't, nigga, I ain't about to come out there and answer these damn questions. Nigga, we in an awkward position, nigga. We just completely contradicted what we just said earlier. I'm eventually gonna show you guys these terrorists, these Zionist terrorists, because as they pretend that the Palestinian protests are we have all this footage of Zionist terrorists attacking Palestinian protesters. There's all these videos. Actually, I probably should go through Hotspot's feed later because they posted so much stuff. My friends at Hotspot. Zionist terror agents launched fireworks at tents of protesters at Columbia last night. So they're not talking about this, Morning Joe. And then you have this. The absolute last thing I have here. A group of 200 armed Jews attacked and beat up American students.
That's a UCLA. Is that the UCLA one? Well, something happened in UCLA too.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So this is the Messiah.
If you're on the right side, why are you? If you're on is this the acts of people who are on the right side? If you are on the right, why would you have to do this? Doesn't make any sense.
Meanwhile, you have Jewish Karen white women standing in front of a pro-Palestinian or anti-genocide protest, I should say, and no retaliation, nothing. Meanwhile, you have these fascist Jewish people, and you guys see I'm being careful about showing stuff on YouTube because they look for any reason. If I show that clip, they're like, "Oh, you glorifying violence." So that's why I've been trying to avoid that stuff because I know you guys seeing them. These pictures are mobs of Zionists and Jewish men attacking pro-Palestinian protesters